Welcome to Royal Info Channel. We bring nothing but the news. Let us begin with today updates. As the possibility of Donald Trump's return to the White House looms, Africa finds itself at a crossroads, grappling with the potential impacts of a second Trump administration. Trump's aversion to traditional diplomacy, his preference for transactional politics, and his disinterest in multilateralism create both risks and opportunities for the continent. During Trump's first term, the idea of liberal peace, which ties democracy, justice, and open markets to sustainable peace, was replaced by what scholars term illiberal peace. This approach focused on deals between power brokers rather than addressing root causes of conflict. Trump's strategy emphasized quick wins, often bypassing democratic processes and human rights concerns. For Africa, this meant scaling down or outright closing key peacekeeping missions, such as those in Darfur and Mali, while halting the authorization of new initiatives. Under the Biden administration, these trends persisted, leaving Africa vulnerable to escalating conflicts, such as the ongoing wars in Sudan and Ethiopia. Sudan's current crisis epitomizes the perils of Trump's approach. During his first term, Sudan's inclusion in the Abraham Accords was celebrated as a diplomatic win, but it came at a high cost. While sanctions were lifted, Sudan's democratic experiment collapsed under economic strain, paving the way for today's devastating conflict. The war in Sudan highlights how transactional politics can prioritize short-term gains over long-term stability. Arab states, including the UAE, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia, continue to fuel the conflict by supporting rival factions, leaving little room for peace. Trump's second term would likely prioritize transactional deals over resolving underlying tensions, potentially prolonging the suffering. The Horn of Africa presents another complex challenge. Ethiopia's relationship with Egypt and its coalition partners, including Eritrea and Somalia, remains fraught. Ethiopia's reliance on Emirati support has added another layer to these tensions, while the broader region teeters on the brink of instability. Under Biden, U.S. policy in the region has been criticized as ineffective, focusing on minor gains like aid deliveries rather than bold, strategic action. Trump's return might bring a more assertive approach, but with risks of exacerbating tensions. If Trump chooses to leverage his relationships with Gulf allies like the UAE, he could attempt to broker deals, but these would likely prioritize strategic interests over sustainable peace. During his first term, Trump ordered the withdrawal of American troops from Somalia, where they were fighting al-Shabaab, only for Biden to reverse this decision. Trump's disdain for prolonged military engagement could lead to further disengagement from African conflicts, unless a high-profile incident forces his hand. There's also the question of outsourcing. With Yemen's Houthis reportedly colluding with al-Shabaab, the risks of attacks in East Africa or the Indian Ocean are rising. Rather than deploying U.S. troops, Trump might lean on allies like the UAE or private military contractors, raising concerns about accountability and long-term effectiveness. While Trump's approach offers opportunities for bold action, such as cutting through bureaucratic deadlocks, the risks of escalating violence are significant. His tendency to favor quick deals over principled multilateralism could leave Africa even more vulnerable to external manipulation and internal discord. As the continent grapples with complex crises, from Sudan's war to Ethiopia's fragile peace, Trump's return could reshape Africa's geopolitical landscape. The question remains, will this be a period of opportunistic deal-making that exacerbates instability, or can it be leveraged to foster bold, albeit imperfect, solutions? One thing is clear, Africa's challenges require more than transactional politics. They demand a commitment to addressing root causes, fostering collaboration, and prioritizing the well-being of its people over short-term gains. Whether Trump can rise to that challenge or exacerbate the chaos remains to be seen. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Kindly subscribe for more updates.